Look at Ricky right there, and you look at the numbers that these two fellows put up in the league championship series. Clark hitting .650. Henderson not only 6 for 15, but keep in mind those 7 walks, which led to 8 steals, which led to 8 runs. And of course, he made life absolutely miserable over a 5-game stretch for the Toronto Blue Jays, as this was an all too familiar sight. Ricky Henderson stealing third here. And of course, a craw for Ernie Witt, the catcher. And when he wasn't walking and stealing or singling and stealing, he was homering, which he did twice in Game 4 in Toronto to lead the A's to a victory. Will Clark in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series hit a grand slam home run. He went 4 for 4 that night. And then, of course, last Monday, game tied in the 8th inning. Mitch Williams on the mound. Base hit up the middle to drive in 2 to give the Giants the lead. And eventually the pennant, the finals.
He has to keep the pitch down in the strike zone. His fork ball is his best pitch. And even if he makes a mistake with this pitch, it's going to be tough for the hitters to hit. He's good at holding runners on, but he doesn't get rattled, and he's extremely tough on right-handed batters.
And Scott Garrels, who began spring training in the Giants bullpen, faces this lineup. Ricky Henderson leading off in left field, and Lansford and Canseco. Dave Parker is the designated hitter. Dave Henderson in center. Mark McGuire batting 6th, with Terry Steinbach hitting 7th. Tony Phillips hitting 8th. And Walt Weiss gets the start at shortstop over Mike Gallego, because Tony La Russa wants to get an extra left.
Saturday, who's the biggest of them all? Who's your little friend?
Wow, you're almost as big as my mom.
Mr. Belvedere. Then.
I've never gotten a C in my life. Neither have I, no matter how hard I try.
Living Dolls.
The Dream Series is here. Catch all the action, the plays, and the players from both sides of the bay. A Channel 7 World Series special tonight following the game.
Presenting the 1990 Mitsubishi Mighty Max. This new Mighty Max gives you more power and more standard equipment than any other pickup in its class. You'll have to be awfully loyal to your old truck not to get into the new Mitsubishi Mighty Max. Factory dealer incentives could save you up to $1,000.
Ask 1,000 Californians about life in California. You'll get 1,000 different answers. Ask about plans for the future. No 2 replies will be the same. But ask who they rely on to turn vision into reality. You'll hear one name more than any other: B of A. Where more Californians save for more good reasons. To find out who's doing the job for more California savers, ask a Californian.
Where do millions of the world's vehicles go when they need to fill up? The same place you do. BP.
Don't worry, you were here first.
BP. On the move.
Channel 7, your Giants A's World Series station.
Dave Stewart looking on with a 5-run lead, and the A's trying to make it more with Canseco at the plate, Brantley into work, and the first pitch away, and the count 1 ball.
Presents You Make the Call. With a runner on second, a batter hits a ground ball towards third. The fielder dives in vain, but then the ball hits the runner. Is he out? You make the call.
You got to juggle 10 things all at once. And get them done right. Get them done before lunch. How are you gonna do it?
When the runner is safe and the ball is still in play. If you said so, you made the right call.
I put a spell on you.
The result of a relentless pursuit of perfection.
Heading to the bottom of the 7th, Al Michaels, Jim Palmer, and Tim McCarver in Oakland, where the A's lead Game 1 5-0. And
too much fun. Come on, they're too excited already. As I said, it is just about that time, so we're going to say good night. That's our report this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned now for ABC's coverage of Game 2 of the World Series.
And as Mark said, immediately after the game, we'll have special live local coverage, including interviews with the key players, and of course, we'll be back at 11 o'clock to wrap it all up. Only a couple more things to say, and that is go Giants.
Go A's.
We'll see you later.
Good night.
Why settle for ordinary? Come to Cost Plus, where you can afford to be different.
Mangia, buffet, tabemasu.
Eat. Come to Cost Plus, where you can afford to be different.
It has arrived.
Good morning, Mr. Graves. This is the all-new four-door Cutlass Supreme. Your mission is to show the world that its sleek look and responsive performance are causing an automotive revolution.
This is not your father's Oldsmobile. This is the new generation of Olds.
See your Bay Area Oldsmobile dealers today.
So I'm 35 now. I'm thinking healthier. And I hear about this idea. Try grape nut cereal for breakfast for a week. See how you feel about it. So I do it. Now I really look forward to the crunch. Just chewing it feels healthy. And the taste, it's not fancy, but it's really good. So here I am. I'm loving this natural, good-for-you, healthy food and feeling good about it. It's been a great week.
Try Post Grape Nuts for a week. You'll find nothing feels as good as Grape Nuts.
Bay Area sports history. All the action tonight after the game.
The following is a special presentation of ABC Sports.
I like my MCI. I get more. I like my MCI.
I have the perfect remedy for your heartburn with headache.
Oh, I can't take Alka-Seltzer.
This one's different. New advanced formula Alka-Seltzer.
Boy, that tastes great.
See?
But it's not Alka-Seltzer.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Of course it is. Yes, it is. Yes, of course it is.
New advanced formula. Believe it or not, it's Alka-Seltzer.
No, it isn't.
The anti-lock brakes on the 1990 Acura Integra were inspired by those used to stop jet aircraft. And while you might expect to find such technology on a multi-million-dollar airplane, you might not expect to find it on an automobile that costs considerably less.
3:21 in the morning.
But it's kind of like having 8 million really friendly neighbors.
Yes, that's very early.
You're waking up America.
The third answer is yes, she's just as nice in person as she appears to be on television.
The Los Angeles Rams record into Buffalo to meet the Bills on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Game 2 of the 1989 World Series. Brought to you by Acura Legend and Integra.
Future, a recent report on
the Commerce Department said the demand for durable goods totaled 100.
The Small Business Administration foresees the increase.
Running a growing business is no small job.
We'll be here.
Managing working capital, financing, pension plans, and retirement planning.
That is right.
Today, growing businesses can look to Merrill Lynch for a wide range of services to help them achieve that most elusive goal, success. Merrill Lynch, a tradition of trust.
Can I buy it, Dad?
Your own car? Aren't you a little young?
Oh, just wait till you see how it handles.
You could be asking for trouble with a used car.
But it's in mint condition.
I'm still not sure it's worth it.
But, Dad, it's got a brand new set of Michelins.
Michelins? Look, I've made a decision. Let's ask your mother.
Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
4 years ago, when Acura was introduced, our competitors were a little worried. When we were ranked #1 in customer satisfaction, they said, anyone can win once. But that was just the beginning, because the second year we won again. And now, for the 3rd straight year, Acura has outranked every other automobile in America. So much for the beginner's luck theory.
An ABC News break. Now from Washington, Forrest Sawyer.
Good evening. All eyes are on foreign stock exchanges tonight to see how they'll respond to Friday's nosedive on Wall Street. Japan's market opened just a few minutes ago. Europe's will open in a few hours. How those markets react could affect trading on Wall Street tomorrow. Residents of Texas and Louisiana are bracing for Hurricane Jerry, which is now poised to hit the Gulf Coast later tonight. We'll have more news later on the Weekend Report.